Hello and welcome to Nollywood Fellow, a channel where I take you through Nollywood films. And today I'm going to be talking about Ile Owo. Now I just saw the movie and I'm still figuring out what it's all about. I know, that's unbelievable. Okay, getting back to the review. So this review is going to be done in two parts. One where I talk about the movie without spoilers like I usually do, and the second part is going to be the explanation of the film. So if you haven't seen the film and if you're planning to watch the film, maybe you can skip the part and then come and revisit it once you've seen the movie, or if you're in a hurry to find out the explanation for the film, as per me, you can just follow the timestamps at the bottom of this video. So coming to the movie, this movie has been directed by Dare Olaitan, who gave us Greed, Oju Kokoro. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. Well, talking of that movie was one of my favorite Nollywood films, though it lagged a bit in terms of visual and sound quality. What this movie shows is how, with a bit of a budget, a talented director can give you a much better finished product. Though writing wise, I am still very much in favor of Greed. I feel this movie lacks the punch and it lacks the pace that movie had in terms of the screenplay especially. So coming to this movie, it starts with a folklore of a rich man called Owo from back in the days. Now he wants to be immortal and he wants to be young forever. So he goes and meets this sorceress named Fijabi, played by Bisola. And Fijabi says that he's missed the bus, but his kids can remain immortal and young forever. All they have to do is they have to conduct a ritual every 25 years where they offer a young innocent girl as a bride to the demon Sabadwe. So that is like a backstory which forms the basis for the film. Cut to present day, we see a girl from a religious family and you can already start connecting the dots. Now everything happens as you would guess. And the screenplay, the story keeps moving so slowly. It's so lackadaisical and it is predictable. It is boring. And you keep hoping for a twist and you keep hoping for a twist. And it keeps moving. And then suddenly you're slapped on the face with a twisted ending. Now, that sounds exciting, but I wish it was as exciting as it sounds. It makes you wonder if the makers of the movie are confused or if you're stupid. So yeah, that's how it is. Talking about other aspects of the movie, the cinematography, the camera work is good. The sound design is decent. The SFX are, how do I put it? They're half decent. They are botched up, but they serve their purpose. So yeah. In terms of performances, Efa Iwara is the only noticeable performance. His character needs him to be charming, dubious, evil, all of those things. And he plays all those things pretty seamlessly. And there are other good actors in the movie. There is Tina Amba, who plays this religious Nigerian auntie. Now, 75% of her dialogues are Jesus. Yeah, that's it. And then there is, of course, Bisola. Now, her role is small enough to be a TikTok video. So, yeah, that's about it. That's all I have to say about this movie. Now, in conclusion, I'll say that even though I'm a fan of bizarre movies, I'm a fan of unexpected endings, and, I love it when movies are open to interpretation. Now, on paper, even though this movie is all of that, it still doesn't cut it for me. But that being said, the very fact that the movie has people discussing and debating it is a win. Now moving on to the explanation. The movie starts with Fijabi saying that the sacrifice has to be done every 25 years by the youngest son of the family. Now, every 25 years, the youngest son, has to offer a bride to Sabadwe, and she emphasizes that the chain should not be broken, that the ritual should go as per planned. She does not say what will happen, but it is implied that something drastic will happen if things go wrong. Now, going forward through the movie, two plot points that are worth notice is one is where, of course, Tunji gets Bisola to sleep with the demon. The second is that the father has been speaking with the demon, and the father encourages his daughter to go out with Tunji. And there's also this dialogue which implies that the father is aware of Tunji, even though he's been bedridden. So that establishes a connect that he has with the demon. Now moving on to the final ritual. So Bisola is now pregnant with the demon's kid, but because she's had the holy water that her mom gave her, she throws up the baby demon. And the demon is now angry and takes away Bisola's father and Tunji. The demon goes after both of them, and they turn into figurines. Now coming to Bisola's father being there and talking to demons, that is pretty confusing, and that has two possible explanations. One is that he is from the same Owo's family lineage, and having married an ultra religious Tina Umba, he maybe survived, or he branched out. He wouldn't have survived because then that would have broken the chain. He maybe branched out and from his brothers or his family. That is one possible explanation. The second possible explanation is just that the demon possessed him. Now, I would like that to be the actual explanation, because if he came from the lineage, that would mean that one, he's throwing his daughter into this sacrifice, and the second thing is that he's also throwing his daughter into incest, which is pretty twisted. Also, when Tunji dies, there's an interesting scene where you can see him becoming old and burning alive. Did I say interesting? I meant confusing, like everything else. It is confusing because, like I said, the youngest son has to perform the ritual. So if he's the youngest son, how does he become old when he dies? Now, talking about the whole young and old equation, it also means that all the people he has introduced as his brothers may not be his brothers. They may be people from across generations. Now, coming to the very end, it shows Fijabi with a figurine, and she says, "Who doesn't want to be immortal?" Now, this means that Tunji is now immortal as a figurine. Or it could also mean that she's just been taking the entire family for a ride, and she's just come up with this whole ritual to keep increasing her figurine collection. So, that's it with my interpretation of Ile Owo, the House of Wealth. The House of Confusion. Well, that's it from me for this time. Do let me know if you have any other interpretation, any other plot points, any other theories on the movie. I'd like to hear about it in the comments. Do like, share, and subscribe. And till next time, this is me signing off. Bye.